Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be covering the winter storm, and I know a lot of you probably want to hear about this, so let's get into the video. And by the way, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. It would be a really big help to the channel. Anyway, let's get into it. So here's the timings for the best snow. So we're not going to really dive into the model run today because I have received permission from Pivotal Weather to use their model runs, but we are going to look at the model runs for the snow accumulation. Anyway, your best chances in southeastern Oklahoma and in Texas, I guess whatever snow falls in Texas, will be on Thursday. That's your best chances for the heaviest / most snowfall. For some of the deep south in Arkansas, Mississippi, and Alabama, best chances will probably be late Thursday through early Friday. And again, this is my predictions. If you live in areas like northeast Arkansas, southern Kentucky, southeast Missouri, and very far portions of northern Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, and South Carolina, and in Tennessee, then your best chance will probably be all day Friday. And if you live in this light blue area in eastern Tennessee, North Carolina, parts of North Carolina, and West Virginia, and Kentucky, your best chances to see snowfall will probably be early Saturday. And anyway, continuing, if you're wondering why that I have that black line there, well, ads, I don't want to get sued. Anyway, aside from the jokes, it looks like, could see a few inches of snowfall maybe, depending on where you live, I guess, in these areas. The snowfall totals have kind of they're kind of uncertain at this point, but I'll tell you what I think. Obviously look at the National Weather Service for guidance, but what I think is, if you live in areas like, northern Mississippi, northern Alabama, you could see, maybe 6 or 7 inches. By the way, Pivotal Weather wants me to give them credit for it. Don't mind the ad down there, just don't. Anyway, in some parts of Tennessee, I think you could see, especially East Tennessee, maybe up to 8 inches of snowfall, maybe 7. If you live in areas in here, you could probably see, 6, 7 inches, but depending on how far south you get, especially in those areas, maybe only 3 or 4 inches. And over here, you maybe only will see like around 5 inches, so that basically leaves just, like this area with around 6 inches or maybe so. I don't know. Obviously, look to the National Weather Service for guidance. Sorry, I'm trying to clear my throat here. Anyway, if you live in Arkansas, you could see anywhere from like 6 to 8 inches, like in western South Arkansas. Northern Arkansas, I think you could see 3 to 4 inches, maybe only 2 inches or so. And if you live in southern Arkansas, maybe 1 inch if you live south of here, and then maybe like 3 to 4 inches if you live in between those two lines, and then 4 to 5 inches if you live in the remaining areas. So, that's your pretty good estimate. And as you can see, North Texas expecting around 3 inches of snowfall. I don't really expect much of a difference, maybe even up to 6 inches in some pockets. I don't really expect much of a difference. So let's move on to the National Weather Service radar. And so we're going to be seeing around, there's some activity around, but not all that much. Some of the lake effects are starting to go, but not really much, I don't expect much today, at least for right now. This is, 1:17 p.m., or, well, and depending on where you live, so it's around, it's around noon, for most places in the United States. And, so yeah, not really much going on. in here we have our winter storm watches for these areas. Winter storm watch, El Dorado, Homer, Shreveport. Let's see. That's actually part of Louisiana. Longview, Tyler, Texas, Mount Pleasant, Clarksville, Broken Bow, Hope, Texarkana, and El Dorado. I don't know why I said that one twice. Anyway, going on to the Texas side of things, winter storm watch in effect. Paris, Greenville, Canton, Dallas, Fort Worth, Stephenville, however the locals say it, Cisco, Mineral Wells, Graham, Bowie, Sherman, and Paris, Texas. So it says snow accumulation is 3 to 6 inches, like what I was saying earlier. And then in the Oklahoma side of things, we got the winter storm watch. Probability of 1+ inch of snowfall. And it gets greater once you get into the Oklahoma City, Lawton, Wichita Falls, Seymour area. So definitely going to be riding around Interstate 44 there. Ardmore, Durant, and Ada have an 80% chance, really, of seeing more than 1 inch of snowfall, 1+ inch. And so what is uncertain, the northwest extent of accumulating snow, so they're not exactly sure about this area as in here, I assume. I mean, it's kind of, you could see how it kind of tapers off once you get to more north and west. Winter storm watches for McAllister, Ada, Atoka, Durant, Paris, Sherman, Gainesville, Ardmore, Ada, and McAllister. I think I might have said a few of those twice. Oh well. Anyway, let's close some of these so I can actually get to my next tab. Here, let's see, the weather for today. This is 7 a.m. today, and till 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. So this is in Eastern Time, but anyway, some snowfall around for the mountains of the Southwest, and even some in Utah and Wyoming and Montana here. Some mixed precipitation along in these areas, and maybe even some mixing up near the Seattle area. But overall, more rainfall along the coastal regions. And then along here we could see some rainfall, and then lake effect snow, like I was saying, maybe some northeastern snow, something there. And the climate predictions that are 6 to 10 day temperature outlooks, these areas are the areas that are expected to get hit with the winter storm. That's a rough draft of it. But you see at below average temperatures from the 12th through the 16th. The winter storm is supposed to be around the 9th through the 10th, so this might actually help in aiding the snow to stay on the ground longer. We'll just have to see. I was having technical difficulties earlier, but I think I might have fixed them now. And anyway, I don't know why I just randomly said that, but anyway, below average precipitation for most of the east, a lot of the west, but above average for the plains in the south central United States, I guess, from the northern plains and south central United States. Hazardous weather outlook, this is heavy snow 9th through the 10th, obviously, for the winter storm, and then hazardous cold the 9th through the 10th for the areas you see in this shade, this bigger blob, and then same thing for over here, 9th through the 11th, but so a little bit longer lasting in the Appalachian region, maybe Ohio Valley region. And then potential for freezing rain on the 9th. This is only on the 9th for the areas you see highlighted in Louisiana and Texas and southern Arkansas, and heavy rain for some of the Gulf Coast, including New Orleans. Before I end today's video, you should really check out EpicPen. It's a really good tool. It only costs $2.99 a month, or $2 a month if you do the EpicPen Pro. But if you could also get the free version, but with the Pro you get fading ink, on-screen text, arrows, circles, lines, squares, and you can also get with EpicPen Pro whiteboard and blackboard and more colors. see here. Anyway, thank you for watching today's video. I hope you like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video.